I don't want to hear that you're lowering your voice, so you're making your oh yeah, my name is. I don't want.
Did you see what I done?
Hi guys, I'm back with another video. So for those that are returning, like I said, my videos are all about advice and self-love and everything pleasant with the world. I just want to say, first of all, I'm really sorry to all the people that have been asking for a video. I know I've taken my time, third year, you know, it's not going great, but let's jump straight in. Like I always say, we don't have time to waste. So yeah, the first question was how to know if your friend is real or fake. I feel like this is a really tough one because like a lot of people struggle with fake friends. In terms of, I feel like friendships are just like relationships, whereas you may not always be compatible with the people that you feel like you're friends with, and so like your friendship styles can kind of like rub against each other and cause some friction. But I feel like there are like some really simple ways to spot when someone's not really your mate. The first one is obviously, I feel like those friends who like have negative energy all the time are not good friends, because if you feel like every time you've left your friend, you've left on a low, maybe you went on a high, or even when you tell them like good news and you feel like you just don't feel like they're happy for you, I feel like you should be careful with those type of friends. There's obviously those friends that put you down a lot, which relates to my last point, but also friends that kind of embarrass you in front of people. You should be really careful with those friends, because you know, if your friends are always like telling everyone your deepest darkest secrets every time you argue, or they're always like beating on your insecurities around people, I think you should be really careful with those type of friends. Like they're really dangerous. It's what a fake friend, and I feel like when people do, they tend to try to ignore it because they either have been friends with this person for a really long time, or they just don't want to be alone. So let's be tougher with this, because you know, you don't want fake friends around. Right, next one. My question is, these two boys are interested in me, but one of them just asks me to go to the house all the time and do sexual things with him, which I'm not ready for. I'm only 17. However, the other one does show interest in me, but likes to entertain other girls. But when I ask, he says that they're more like brothers and sisters. I don't know if I should risk everything and go for the boy who just seems to want me to go to his house, or ignore the fact that the other one is very close with another girl. Okay, first of all, I'm so sorry to say this to you, but sister to sister, this boy probably doesn't like you, because if his first thought is just sexual, like come to my house, let's lips, and come to my house and touch your bottom, then you know, he doesn't seem like the type of person that's really into you, especially at 17. I know boys are like really horny and whatnot at 17, but if that's all that's on his mind, I'm really sorry, but he's probably not the one for you. In terms of the other guy, this was a tricky one, you know, because like I always say to people, we should be able to have friends with opposite sex. Like it's life, you know, you're gonna meet them at work, you're gonna meet them everywhere, so you should be able to. But at the same time, if you feel like you have a gut instinct that it's more than just a friendship between this boy and these girls, then I would stay away, because I wouldn't want to get into that, because at the moment you can kind of just walk away because you haven't developed feelings yet. But when you do develop feelings, it's going to be really hard to walk away from this boy. So if I was you, this is the time. These aren't the only boys in the world. Like there's so many fish in the sea. Like there's pretty boys everywhere. Brown boys, white boys. They're everywhere. So you don't need to worry. Like you don't need to feel like these are the only two boys that will ever show you attention. That's not true. Like you will find people that like you. Don't settle. It sounds like you're settling, and you don't have to. You're only 17. If anything, I'm not gonna lie to you, at 17 you should really be enjoying yourself, like, you know, playing around. You shouldn't be committed to boys anyways. Like it sounds like you're trying to choose one and settle down. You don't have to do that. So if boys come along now and they're not the ones for you, do you know what I mean? Like you can just go off and just be like, all right, you know, the right one will come along at the right time. So don't worry about it. I was talking to this guy and we had a streak. Whilst we were talking, everything was good. We were linking twice a week and it was going great. But he was going on holiday midway for 4 weeks, which he told me as soon as we started talking. The day he arrives on holiday, he had no Wi-Fi, so our streak was about to be lost. So I thought, let me guess his password and save our streak. Long story short, I got in and found out he was, wait, you got into his Snapchat and found out he was talking to multiple girls? To be honest, I don't have a problem with that. My thing is just don't come telling me I'm the only one and you're serious when you're not. I can't tell him he's not being serious because he'll ask why I think that. What should I do? What's that noise? Yeah, hi, filming. Alright, first of all, yeah, like, sister to sister, right? As much as I understand your frustration and you wanting to know if this boy's serious, you cannot just casually log into people's Snapchats. You can't do that. Like, that is not normal. You just can't do that. And if he found out that he was doing this, I wouldn't, you know, like, blame him if he wasn't attracted to you anymore or didn't see you in the same way, because if you're moving this mad right now, then, you know, you're gonna get into a relationship with him and things are gonna happen and you're just gonna go crazy. Calm down on that front, like, don't be guessing his password. On top of that, if you really felt like you had to go to that length to find out if he's talking to other people, then you don't trust him. And if you don't trust him, then there's something that he's doing that's making you not trust him. And all I say is, an unfaithful boyfriend makes for an unloyal partner. He's already lying to you and he's making it a habit of telling you things that aren't true. When you get married, it's only gonna get worse. So if I was you, I would just leave it. Don't tell him that you... Can I drink that? Is that weird? Thirsty. Okay. Don't tell him. Don't tell him, yeah, that you logged into his Snapchat, because that's not normal. And just kind of say to him, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's not working or anything. Just don't make it big. If I was you, I would stop talking to this boy, because sister to sister, this is going the wrong way. This is a red flag, and girls like to ignore red flags. And then when he cheats on you down the line or something happens, you're like, oh my God, why didn't I see this coming? But you did and you ignored it. So I'm telling you now, sister to sister, let this boy go, all right? Belotie has spoken. In one of Nella's videos you featured in, you hinted that you were in a relationship for a long time. Are you still with him? And how long have you been? What advice can you give to young couples? Alright, get out of the way. I was in a relationship, I'm not in a relationship. I've mentioned that, that's gone. First advice is don't disregard your friends, because your friends are really important. This is something that I did do, and I, like, if you're watching this, I apologize in it, so yeah, whatever. But I did disregard my friends, and I think that's really, really that. When you start a relationship, you do get your friends saying, we've been here for so long, you're not gonna last. First of all, let's stop with that negative, yeah? Obviously, you shouldn't think like that, but at the end of the day, if you've been friends with someone for 15 years and a boy comes along, it doesn't mean forget them. Like, what I do say is, obviously, if you're like my age or you're 21 or you're 20 or whatnot, obviously this could be the person that you marry, do you know what I mean? So you've got to give as much time to this person as you give to your friends, but don't forget that your friends have been there for you, and if it was you, how would you feel if your friend got a boyfriend and suddenly she forgot about you? So don't disregard your friends. Number two, don't put everything you have into this. Like, don't disregard school because of him, don't disregard education, your career path. Like, don't leave things in the past for him. I think that's a really bad idea, because, you know, as terrifying as this sounds, yeah, 50% of marriages do end in divorce. So at the end of the day, what do you have? You have your qualifications, you have maybe your kids, you have your friends. So it's like, you should go in with the mindset that obviously you do want it to work, but it might not. So you should be really careful. Don't stay in the relationship because you feel like, you know, you will never find someone again, or you'll be single, because at the end of the day, at 20 and 21, we're really young, and it's like, people get married at 50 and 60, and obviously, God forbid that should happen to any of you guys, you will get married on time, amen, amen. But at the end of the day, at 21, we've just started living lives, and for you to feel like, oh, if you stop talking to this boy, you're gonna be single forever, it means that you're willing to go through things that you shouldn't be going through for that, because you're kind of scared to be alone. At the end of the day, you should be able to stay by yourself, you should be able to be single. Like, don't force yourself into relationships just because you feel like you're gonna be single. So yeah, that's my advice. I'm a girl, so would it be weird if I pop up to my crush? We've spoken before on Snap and we like each other's pictures, but we don't really talk in college. Oh, this is that. Oh, listen, everyone has been through this. That boy that's on Facebook, like, yeah, no, you're paying this and that. You see him in school, walks past you, it's normal. A lot of the times they are nervous, and it's 2018, like, go get your man. Do you know what I mean? Go and get your man, shoot your shot. Get your man, sis. You're in college, get your man, sis, for real. Sister to sister, go and get your man before somebody else collects him, because someone will. Yeah, don't be afraid, man. You're, like we said, 2018, independent woman and all them things, you know, go get him. How'd you get the guy you like to move to you without making it big that you like him? I don't know. Do you know what? This one's hard, yeah, because painting and that people just move to man, do you know what I mean? Like, they just me on the road and they're like, hey, lots, you know? But girls have this really dumb way, yeah, of like hinting at boys, but I don't know what type of hints you lot are using, because following someone on Twitter, which is what you're supposed to do if you want to see someone tweets, does not mean that you want him to move to you. Like, you have to be a bit more, you know, like, outgoing with it in terms of, like, I've never done it, so I wouldn't know how to start. But if I was you, I don't know, maybe a compliment. You can compliment him. Just be like, oh, I that, or you know, I like this, or maybe talk about something you have in common. Like if you, I don't know, you see anime on his profile and you like anime, just mention it. Like, oh my god, I really like this character or whatever. Just make your presence known. He's not gonna move to you if he doesn't know you're there. Make sure you're yourself. Like, a boy likes an authentic girl. He likes a girl that he can see as just being himself. It doesn't matter where she is, who she's with, what she's doing, she's just being herself. Like, and please, in the process of doing this, I don't want to hear that you're lowering your voice or you're making a, oh yeah, no, my name is, I don't, no, you guys don't understand. I see this everywhere. Yeah, keep it to yourself. Like, once he moves to you, just keep it to yourself. Don't go overboard. Be cool. We like cool girls and we like cool boys, alright? Let's just stay calm, alright? Thank you. I really like this boy, but it's clear to see that he likes my friend more than me. And I'm slowly finding it harder and harder to be around him, especially when I feel like this. What should I do? Delete that shit. Delete it. Hold on, you like a boy and he likes your mate. Delete it. He's not for you, sis. He's for your mate. If you like this boy, especially, yeah, if you've made it clear that you like him and he's made it clear to you that he likes your friend, he doesn't care. Sister to sister, I know that hurts because you might have genuine feelings for this boy, but it's time to move forward. There's plenty of fish in the sea. There's dating apps, there's Twitter, there's Snapchat, yeah? Wakanda just came out. We now know black boys are pegged. You don't need to worry about this. Like, you don't need to worry about it. If you like your friend and you feel like your friend likes him back, I wouldn't say to you, you know, tell your friend to get rid of it or whatnot. Just stop being around them. Like, clearly, you know, you're finding it hard, and if it was me, I'd find it hard too. Stop being around them. Like, you don't need to be around them. Just tell your friend, well, I respect your relationship with blah blah blah, do what you have to do, but I don't want to be around you. Done. Stop crushing on this boy. I'm so sorry, sis, he doesn't like you, and this it's better for me to say it now whilst nothing is happening than for him to feed lies into your head and you end up doing something like having sex with him or going out with him, and all this time you liked your friend. So leave it behind. Perfect. Oh, one more. Sit down, bro. What if you're in a fresh relationship but you feel like he likes you more than you like him? Is that an okay, to be honest? And I feel like I've grown to like him. I don't know. Wait, is this an arranged marriage? Because I don't understand. At your age, you're going out with people you don't like. What do you mean you grow to like him? You can't. Did he force you into this? Like, no, you can't do that. If you don't like him, you don't like him. Don't force yourself. Don't do that. No, like, if you don't like the boy, then something's wrong. Like, maybe you see him more as a friend or something. Yeah, see, for me, really and truly, I wouldn't even do that. I would just be like, hey mate, it's not you, it's me, it's done. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if I actually don't like you, you know, at the start, it's supposed to be the honeymoon phase. Like, you're supposed to love this. You shouldn't want to feel like, oh, I'll like him eventually. You're young. It seems like you're young. You wouldn't be watching me if you weren't young. So if you don't like the boy, babe, that's not it. Sometimes I feel like you might not like someone, but you like how they make you feel. And so when you're not with them, you feel a bit weird, but you actually don't like the person. And then that's a selfish thing on your part, so you've got to be careful. Because if this boy generally has feelings for you, but you only like how he makes you feel, that's selfish and it's not going to last. So be careful. My ex-best friend calls me fake and petty for cutting her off because I felt too much drama revolves around her and she has too much negativity. And so I cut her off and now she has like one friend and they say I'm petty for doing it without saying anything, even though I said I'm not a confrontational person, in my opinion. I mean, why do you care? Do you think I'll care? If I had stopped talking to you because you're fake, I don't care. What you have to say just goes in and out. I don't care. I don't know you anymore. Listen, babe, go on with your life. You've cut off, like you said, you've cut off negativity. Go on forward. Like, you've cut her off so that she can be out of your life. What she now says has got nothing to do with you. Ignore her. What's that? What's that all about? I'm not a confrontational person. You don't have to be anything you don't want to be. If that's not what you want to be, you're not going to be that. Ignore your friend, man. I had one friend. She only has one friend because she's negative. And only one person wants to be with her. And that one person is probably negative too. Keep all that shit. What's that? I'm tired. I'm going to put my curious cat under the video. So any more questions, feel free to ask. Just understand, disclaimer, that everything I've said is my opinion and you don't have to take it. But obviously I'd rather you did because, you know, otherwise you just wasted like 12 minutes of your time.
See you guys very soon. I've been lots of lots and this has been lots of fun. There's nothing to I want. I'm just a hoodlum, I came in my bones, some niggas wanna try some. Did you see what I done? Came in the black Benz, left in the white one.